You're in the dog house.
Stewart Media and Entertainment presents the Two Live Stews Experience. This right here, this ain't your ordinary-ish.
Two Live Stews Experience. Ryan Stewart, Doug Stewart. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yes, we are back. What up to the Q's?
Do not let anyone confuse you. The Two Live Stews started this shit. The Two Live Stews Experience, shouty. If you're not stewing, what the hell are you doing?
Congratulations to the Eagles, but still hands down, one of the worst cities in the entire country.
I just don't like their fans.
Good morning, world. It's your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those stews. I am Ryan, and he is Doug. I'll say it again. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. Mocha Bella, Sigma Dan, Rail Scott, honorable mention to Griff. Good morning to you. And good morning to you too, Dougie Stew. How you feeling today, sir?
I'm fantastic, sir. I just don't like their fans. Their fans are so obnoxious and just so unruly. That's all. I mean, I love the fact that Jalen Hurts is going to the Super Bowl, but they fans, they can bite me, you know?
And Gilly is the super fan when it comes to Philadelphia Eagles fans. I mean, he's ran the team out of the locker room. Did
he run the team out the locker room yesterday?
I don't know about yesterday, but I've seen two different videos of him walking the team out of the locker room.
Yeah.
Doing that same Gilly dance. Without the small person with him. But yeah, man.
No, he had the small person with him in that video. You talking about on the field?
When on the field, yeah, when he
Okay.
runs out, they can't risk that short person being on that field with them.
The little person can't run or get out of the way, man.
No,
they can't be liable for a little person getting ran over by one of the players.
Especially with that Eagles warm-up suit on that he has on. Yeah, no way, he can't, man. He can't. But great games, man. Really great games, man.
What's up with the old white dude from across the street with the broom?
He was feeling the vibe, man. That's one of the funniest parts of the video to me. Dude, like stuck his head at the door, like, wait a minute, what's going on over there? And then, of course, being in Philly, before joining the party, he grabbed some kind of weapon to have while he crossed the street. Yeah, man. Hey, man. No video, but I can't stand Philadelphia. But congratulations to our frat brother and quarterback Jalen Hurts of the Philadelphia Eagles. Man. He played a good game.
Before we get into all of that, and you are watching the Two Live Stews Experience. Anything exciting this weekend? Kids had any games? You sent me a video. Was it this weekend or was it earlier in the week?
That was this weekend, man. Morgan had softball tryouts, and I'm sure all of the 200 kids that was out there are going to make the team.
She looked like A-Rod, man.
And that was the first time
at that shortstop position. She looked like A-Rod. The video you sent, you should have posted the video. Played the video for the listeners or the watchers.
She's never touched a softball or a bat or a glove prior to that practice, man.
So the video you sent me, I wish you had it. The video you sent me, she was in the shortstop position. It looked like to me, grounding or fielding ground balls, and she looked like A-Rod.
Yes,
she looked like freaking Derek Jeter.
Bless our cousin Derek Rivers for the super chat. Thank you. He didn't even have a message. He just wanted to pay.
What up, cuzzo?
Thank you very much, Derek. Thank you, Derek. Thank you very much. Attach a message, Derek. We'll say whatever you want us to when you do super chat.
So I'm conflicted, man, because the video of her playing tennis is very impressive.
Right.
To me, she looks like Serena Williams. And
Listen,
I'm not
man.
exaggerating.
Listen,
but
man.
then I see this video of her playing shortstop. She looked like freaking Derek Jeter.
Yes. She's hands down the best athlete in the house because I got a bad back and a bad neck. She's hands down the best athlete in the house.
Right.
She's the only child that's never fallen on the stairs. She's the only child that's never run into the wall. She's the only child that can go up and down the stairs, backwards and forwards, and she plays on the steps.
So for new listeners, people watching for the first time, we always got to remember that. She's got two older brothers.
Yes.
Miles and Mason, my nephews.
Yes.
And you're saying she's a better athlete than both of them.
It's not a question, man. Now she's only, she'll be 10 this December.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. 10 this August. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now, Ledge.
What?
Yes.
So she's talking about that.
Yes. Yeah, she's
Okay.
she's all around athlete, man. Eric David. God bless you, Eric David.
Eric
Whoa.
David with the super
Whoa.
chat donation
Whoa.
to the show. Thank you,
Whoa.
Eric David.
Whoa, Eric.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
man. Listen, we got to get into it. The Super Bowl is set in New Orleans.
It's set, man.
The Kansas City Chiefs are back.
Yep.
Going for a three-peat, the first time in history.
Yep.
And as you mentioned a couple of minutes ago, the Philadelphia Eagles are back too.
Yep.
It's a rematch of one of the best Super Bowls that I can remember for a long time. It's a rematch of the Super Bowl from a couple years ago, man, where the Chiefs pulled it out. Chiefs going for 3 in a row, man. Great games on yesterday. I'm so happy. My biggest takeaway is the thing that I'm most excited about, and a ball award I want to give is to the Kansas City Chiefs and beating the Buffalo Bills, so I don't have to hear about Josh Allen for the next 2 weeks. Baller award to the Chiefs.
I'm not gonna knock his hustle, man. Josh Allen played a damn good game.
He played pretty good.
He did, man. I mean, threw for 237, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. I mean, he had a good game. He ran for another 40 yards. He played good, man. But again, there's a better coach on the other sideline. There's a better quarterback on the other sideline. No knock on Jalen Hurts. And you got 2 comparable defenses and defensive lines. This should really be a great Super Bowl in Louisiana, sir.
This should be a great Super Bowl. Andy Reid back to the Super Bowl again. Hey, Nadi, we should have talked about this in the pre-show. But how many times has Andy Reid been to the Super Bowl? So he went twice.
It's got to be 8. This has got to be 8. Was it 2 or 3 times in Philadelphia?
I'm not even going to try to count how many times it is. I want Nadi to come up with it. Just one time he's saying in Philadelphia. He'll come up and talk about it. Andy Reid is getting into that rare air Nick Saban type conversation. If they can win another one, man, if they can win another one, you're going to have to start giving that man his flowers even more. I think they give him his flowers, but you have to start talking about that man more. Philadelphia Eagles survived.
He's coached in 7 Super Bowls and 14 championships. And Patrick Mahomes, sir, has been in an AFC championship game every single year of his freaking career.
Yeah. Eagles in the Super Bowl, Gilly the kid, the little person in the Eagles outfit, the dude from across the street with the broom. The Eagles are back in the Super Bowl.
No. You didn't just hear me.
What?
Every year that Patrick Mahomes has been in the league, he's played in the AFC championship game.
That he started.
Yes.
You're right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And another thing, you mentioned Josh Allen a second ago. Josh Allen is 4-0 with the stat, and Patrick Mahomes is 4-0 with the stat. Josh Allen is undefeated when playing the Kansas City Chiefs in the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
He's beat them 4 times.
Right.
Well, consequently, when it comes to postseason play, Patrick Mahomes is undefeated versus Josh Allen. He's beat him 4 times.
Yeah.
How crazy is that, man?
Will people all day long on social media and in the news call Josh Allen a choke artist? Like they've been calling Lamar a choke artist the last couple of weeks?
Well,
or the last week?
I haven't called Lamar a choke artist, and I won't call Josh a choke artist either because neither one of them choked in their games.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar didn't have the best first half, but neither one of them choked in their games. This is a team metric. This winning thing when it comes to National Football League, it's a team metric.
Absolutely, I say that all the time, but people forget that for certain players.
Yeah,
people forget it's a team metric for certain players.
Man, be bigger than them folk, man. Man, be bigger than them folk.
I don't want to be bigger than them a lot of times. A lot of times, I don't want to be the bigger man. I mean, that's just honest.
You need to be the bigger man.
Why? Why do I need to be the bigger man when half of America is down in this brother in Baltimore? Why do I need to be the bigger man now?
Right.
Huh?
Yeah.
Come on, man. I don't want to be the bigger man. Josh Allen is home, just like Lamar Jackson. He can't beat Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, that's true. That's all true. Ball award to them Georgia boys, man. Jordan Davis, Jaden Carter.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized yesterday these cats are the new Richard Seymour and Stroud. Stroud and Seymour from Georgia.
Mm.
And it's funny, they both came from Georgia too as well, but they're playing together, man. It's gonna be hard for the Kansas City Chiefs, man, to do anything with that defense. That defense is solid, man.
Again, so is Kansas City's defense, man. Yeah. So is Kansas City's defense, man. Again, I mean, this is one of those Super Bowls that's got both teams are equally yoked. They really are. Yeah, they're very similar. Now, there's no comparison in run games, even though KC has a run game. There's no comparison versus Philly and KC's run game.
Right.
Saquon Barkley and that running game and that O-line, hey, they're one of the best that you ever see in the National Football League. However, KC got that thing too.
Ball
Pacheco and Hunt, two different players that can run the ball.
Yeah, but they ain't no Saquon. They ballers. They ballers.
When there's Saquon.
You can give most of the credit. You agree? You can give most of the credit for Philadelphia's success this year to Saquon Barkley. Is that a true or false statement?
Kansas City rushed the ball for 135 yards in yesterday's game, and let's see, where do I need to go to find that? Yes, and the Philadelphia Eagles rushed the ball for 229 in yesterday's game.
Yeah. You can give most of the credit for the success of the offense for the Philadelphia Eagles to Saquon Barkley. You know, I still ride it. Go ahead.
How did the New York Giants feel watching this cat just totally dominate every freaking weekend, man?
Like some dumbasses. It should feel like.
It's still hard to believe what took place in goddamn New York last year, how they lost Saquon Barkley, man.
Yeah. They should feel like dumbasses. They need to wear that title, that scarlet letter. They need to have a DA marked or branded into the head of the owner for dumbass.
We don't often do this, man, but I want to give a ball award to the Washington Commanders and Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels threw for 255, had an interception, had a touchdown. He was not the reason why his team did not win. They did some of the dumbest things I've seen them do all year. They dropped passes, they turned the ball over, had a couple of fumbles that they just. I thought Daniels played good enough to win, but his supporting cast was not there to support him like he needed to be supported to beat a team like the Philadelphia Eagles. But ball award to Jaden Daniels and to the Washington Commanders.
You know, something I always forget about, you know, the scenario that the Commanders were in, and I really didn't talk about it a lot last week, but I've always thought this. It's just not their time. It don't work like that. You know, it's never happened like that before. That I'm guessing it don't work like that a rookie quarterback makes it to the Super Bowl. Period.
No, you're right. It typically doesn't work like that.
It typically doesn't work like that, and
it wasn't. However, you're right. It typically doesn't work like that. But it wasn't Jaden's fault. It was not Daniel's fault.
No. But in a simple, broad perspective of the game, it just don't happen like that. You can't really explain it, but it just don't happen like that. You know, once again, there's no real explanation, but a rookie quarterback can't be expected to come in and beat Jalen Hurts and that Philadelphia Eagles team that with a higher seed. He's got experience making it to a big game in the last couple of years. It just don't happen like that.
That's the one thing.
Shouts out to Jaden Daniels.
That's the one thing about gambling I don't like, man, because the upside of them winning was a huge payoff, man. So I put a couple of dollars on them to get it done, man. I'm not ashamed of that. That's part of this thing. The money line would have paid you put down $2, you would have won like $8. So I put a couple of dollars down on them cats, man, just thinking that maybe this would be the first time but I was wrong, man. I was wrong.
We just talked about this the last show we did.
We did. We did talk about this.
The whole betting thing, you know, the monkey wrench is the line. I took
the money line.
Huh?
I took the money line, which is for them to win. No points involved. I took the money line, and that's why I would have gotten, $3 on every dollar I put down.
Yeah. All right. When we get back from the break, man, let's talk about who we like. Give our early predictions in this Super Bowl: Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Also talking about quarterback slides, man, and that CNN Kobe documentary. It looked like it might be sick. We'll talk about that also, man. Whatever you got to do, please keep it locked to your boys. The Two Live Stews on this beautiful Monday. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. Keep it locked.
Hey, listen.
Imagine feeling invigorated and focused, not by artificial substances, but by natural pre-workout supplements. This isn't just a thought, but a reality many athletes and fitness enthusiasts are embracing. They hold the key to elevated performance without the commonly associated side effects of synthetic products. However, overlooking the potential of these supplements means missing out on that all-natural energy boost and focus. It means accepting unnecessary crashes post-workout. It's a pain point that no fitness enthusiast should grapple with, especially when there's a healthier alternative. At Lion Roar Herbs, we produce a vegan all-natural pre-workout that is proven to increase performance and boost every workout. Visit us at lionroarherbs.com to learn more and look for natural performance energy. That's NPE. We are sure you will feel the difference.
You're in the dog pound. Dogs and poodles, it's the Two Live Stews, and we're back. Our debate that started us on radio was the effectiveness of the option, idiot.
You call your brother idiot? I never call you
A
an idiot.
dummy. What you did is called hijack the show. I'm done. Doug Stewart and Ryan Stewart streaming live Monday and Thursday at 7 a.m.
That's the number 2 live stews, youtube.com. 2 live stews, youtube.com.
It's your boys, and we're back. The Two Live Stews, literally and figuratively, we're back. He's Doug, I'm Ryan. Together we make up the Two Live Stews, and it is your Two Live Stews experience. Good morning. Good morning.
All right, Mr. Betman. The Chiefs are favored. The Eagles are getting 2 points, man. Early line, the Eagles are getting 2 points.
I will bet my life and yours that KC covers and wins this ball game.
Ooh.
Yep. Again, man, I look at a few things when I make a wager. I've told you this before, and everyone that listens. And minus the points, this will typically do it. That's why if you play the money line with this formula, you tend to be okay. Who's the better head coach? Who's got the better quarterback? And whose interior, O-line, and D-lines are better? Those 4 things, man. Whoever gets the most points out of those 4 things will win the ball game.
What's your answer to that last question?
O-line, D-line?
O-line and D-lines.
I think it's a wash.
Eagles got
I think it's a wash.
Eagles got the best. I've heard several of the talking heads say this over the last couple of days. Eagles got the best offensive line in football.
Yep.
And I just talked about it. The Carter and Davis kid, the Georgia boys in that defense, linebacker play. They got probably the cumulatively better defensive line as well.
And that's what I'm referring to. Cumulatively, offensive line and D-line. Who's better in the trenches? No. And I think I would say right now that the Eagles are probably better in the trenches offensively and defensively.
Right.
However, KC ain't no slouch.
No, they're not.
Yeah. So yes, if I had to give the nod to one entity for O-line and D-line, it would probably be the Eagles. But again, it's just a smidgen.
Well, definitely quarterback is Patrick Mahomes just because, for obvious
coach
reasons.
is Andy Reid. There's no question. Coach is Andy Reid.
You said 4 factors. What was the 4 factor?
O-line, D-line.
Okay. Oh, you're counting them as 2 different things.
Yes,
okay.
2 different things.
Okay.
2 different things.
So
they're 2 and 2. And then if it comes out to 2 and 2, the 5th factor would have to be, because we said quarterback, it would have to be run game.
Eagles got a better team, man. The Chiefs skated by on a lot. Would the Chiefs win like 7 less than 1 touchdown, less than 6-point wins this year?
Maybe more than that. It may have been like 8.
Give me the Eagles, man, to win. I like the Eagles to win. If they stick to what got him here, just like we talked about before the Baltimore game last week against Buffalo, which they didn't do again, 2nd year in a row. if the Eagles stick to what got them here and they feed the ball to Saquon, they can't lose.
St. Louis
anybody
Ron,
can lose.
Not St. Louis Ron. I'm sorry. He's known as Ron Lee now. Eagles gave up 7 sacks last week against the Rams. So much for the best O-line.
Yeah.
That was the situation. That was just one game.
Mm-hmm.
That was just one game.
Well, that's not talking about the offense, though. The offense of Saquon Barkley is my whole point. My whole premise of why I like the Eagles to win this game is because you can run the ball. If you can run the ball, you can do everything else. We know this is football 101. When you can run the ball, you got play action. You got guys running open downfield because they're going to cheat up the linebackers and the safeties, and it just opens up everything. Give me the Eagles, man. Give me the Eagles to win. That's my early prediction. We got 2 weeks to decide and flip-flop and change that if we want. But I like the Eagles. I think it's their time. I think this year, the Chiefs, this is the weakest Chiefs team that I remember from a team standpoint over the last couple of years doing this Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes little
This
thing.
was not a sexy season for the Kansas City Chiefs. It was.
Yeah. Give me. I think
they still got that dude though. They still got that dude.
Yeah.
And Andy Reid typically does not lose games where he has more than 7 days to scout/game plan for the opposition.
When they came to the very end and the score was tied at the very end of the game on yesterday, and Kansas City's kicked a field goal. Their last drive got stalled, or not the last drive. The second to the last drive got stalled, and they kicked a field goal. They took a field goal and went up by 3. There was no doubt in my mind that they were going to find a way to stop Buffalo and make it to the Super Bowl.
No question.
Because that's how it works.
Are you playing into this? Are you playing into this referee thing?
What do you mean?
That the refs wanted KC to win that ball game? Are you playing
Absolutely. Inherently, they had a real tough call against Buffalo at the end. I can't remember exactly what it was right now, but they had a real tough call.
The fourth and short where they went
for
it.
Yes, the way they marked the ball.
Yeah. Well, again, you didn't notice the Buffalo Bills fussing and crying about that 4th down.
No, but listen. Here's my point about that. About that. That's one of those things where it was so in the middle that you couldn't argue with if they gave it to them or not. So I knew they were going to give it to them. I knew they were going to give it to Kansas City.
You didn't know a damn thing.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Didn't they give it to them? Didn't they give it to them?
But did he get it? Is the question. Did he get it? I watched the game too, man. Did he get it?
As I told you last
week.
You
can't without a doubt say that ball was across that line of scrimmage. You can't say that.
If just as I said last week, and you're watching the Two Live Stews experience, if you think for a minute that in a situation where it's damn near a coin toss is 50-50, that the edge won't be given to Kansas City and Taylor Swift and Caitlin Clark sitting in the stands at the Super Bowl in New Orleans, you're crazy. Okay. Everything that was judgmental for Kansas City or Buffalo went Kansas City's way yesterday. Pretty much everything.
That's just not true. That's just not true.
Right.
And after watching the entire game, other than that 4th down that some people are questioning, I don't think there was a terrible call made in the entire game, and I thought it was called both ways.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna tell you what, that's the way they spot that ball was very generous to the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm gonna put it like that.
And the line judge on the home side came across the field as if it was a 1st down. The other line judge from the other side came across the field 1 yard less than him. So they approached the line where the ball was 1 yard away from each other on the side of the ball.
It's not politically correct these days to use the word retarded, right?
Please don't do that.
No, I'm asking.
Yes, no.
Okay.
Stay away from that word.
The Buffalo Bills must be slow if they didn't make an adjustment where the Kansas City Chiefs stopped the tush push like 10 times.
Yeah.
And the announcers kept saying that they knew that they had this game plan Every time that Josh Allen runs a tush push, he runs on the left the left hip of the left guard.
He steps to the left. Yes.
That was incredible. They stopped it at least 4 or 5 times, which we have never seen since this tush push thing has been in style over the last couple of years.
I know when tush push KC won't stop next week. That Philadelphia Eagles tush push is unstoppable.
I can't tell. I don't know.
Yeah.
They did it yesterday.
Yeah,
they stopped Josh Allen in the tush push at least 4, maybe 5 times yesterday.
Yeah. Everyone talks about how much weight Jalen Hurts squats.
Yeah, super strong.
So they're insinuating that he's the one moving the pile when there's a tush push for Philadelphia. So I don't know, man. Philly does it, and they it seems to be really unstoppable when Philly does it.
I was just floored by the whole thing yesterday, man. So on the record, we're on the record, and you're watching the Two Live Stews experience. Mm-hmm. You like the Kansas City Chiefs. I like the Philadelphia Eagles. I like the Eagles to get this thing done, and Jalen Hurts to get a Super Bowl.
If I could pick the winner, I would want the Eagles to win. Because of our frat brother at the quarterback position?
Do you call Russell Wilson a dual threat quarterback when he first got into the league? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. See, I don't really classify him as a dual threat. I was going to say I want Jalen to win because Jalen will officially be the first dual threat quarterback to win a Super Bowl.
You out of your damn mind.
You call Russ? I never called Russell Wilson a dual threat.
Did Cordell win?
He had mobility.
Did Cordell win with the Steelers back in the day?
No, listen to me. If Jalen Hurts wins, he's going to be the first official dual threat quarterback to win a Super Bowl. Doug Williams wasn't a dual threat quarterback. I don't think Russell Wilson was a dual threat.
Well, first of all, Patrick Mahomes is a dual threat quarterback.
Oh yeah, but I mean,
no. We took him in the race draft. He's ours. We took him in the race draft. He's ours.
Okay, man.
He's ours.
All right.
He's dual threat. And Russell Wilson is dual threat. Russell used to run that quarterback keeper up the middle and around the side all the time. It was a played. My line brother, Edward Fye, last weekend, where we were talking about me, Ed, and Chad, we're talking about dual threat quarterbacks. Edward said, if the offensive coordinator or head coach never calls a quarterback run for his quarterback, he's not dual threat.
Right. We're not talking about sneaks, though. I'm not talking about sneaks and tush pushes.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Not tush pushes. No, not tush pushes.
And not sneaks. No.
Okay.
A sneak does not make you a dual threat quarterback.
If your quarterback drops back with no intentions of passing and runs up the middle or around the sides, that's a quarterback called run. If your head coach or your offensive coordinator calls quarterback called runs, then you're a dual threat quarterback. Period.
Yes,
if your quarterback,
I agree.
If your coach does not call quarterback runs, then you're not a dual threat quarterback.
So Patrick Mahomes doesn't have designated called runs?
Man, he ran 2 of them yesterday. Yes, he does.
No, man. Listen, when the pocket breaks down and the quarterback runs, once again, he's mobile. I never said that Russell Wilson or Patrick Mahomes aren't mobile, but you would put them in the same class as Jalen Hurts, Jaden Daniels, Lamar Jackson? I think not.
When they're in that pistol and they take their drop like they typically do, and they never look to throw the ball, it's a quarterback called run.
Russell Wilson ain't no dual threat quarterback.
Man,
never
you
a dual
crazy.
threat quarterback. No.
You just don't like Russell Wilson because he dates Sierra. You a hater.
Say what?
You heard me.
You're watching the Two Live Stews experience.
I hate to get petty like that, but that's all it is. You don't like Russell because he's a black dude that acts like he's.
Hey, listen. I've told a story before about my bus ride with Sierra to the Ryan Cameron Celebrity softball game, right? Before she blew up.
Huh? You gotta tell it again. You gotta tell the story again.
Yeah. So our boy Ryan Cameron.
Shouts out to your RC.
Long time DJ here in Atlanta had a celebrity softball game, and this was like Sierra was trying to get a record deal, but everybody in the industry, the industry in Atlanta are real tight. They all keep together, and they know who's coming. They know everything about who's up and coming, yada yada yada.
We
And
all
on this-
partied the same. We all partied the same strip club on Monday night. Everybody in Atlanta. We all know each other.
the Great Blue Flame.
Yeah,
And
Magic
on this
Monday.
bus ride, we went from one location to the field, and it was all of these people on the bus. Like, I don't remember who was on the bus, but like Usher may have been on the bus, and
Shorty Low, Jermaine
Stack,
Dupri,
Shorty Law, and all.
Yeah,
And this girl was on the bus, and the dude, whoever was sitting by me, was like, "Trust me on this. That girl right there is about to blow up." I'm like, oh yeah, what's her name? Sierra. Watch what I'm telling you. Watch what I'm telling you. Sure enough, the rest is history. But man, I do not consider Russ. I do not consider Patrick Mahomes dual threat quarterbacks. If you don't have design running plays called for you because you can take it to the house, and that's another factor. You could be mobile, but is there a threat that you can take it to the house? We talked about this last week.
That's not what football is about. Taking it to the house. It's about moving the chains on offense.
Hold on. That puts you in the mobile category.
Right.
I think a dual threat quarterback is a quarterback that can tuck it and get you 30, 40, 50 yards and take it to the house.
Okay.
You have never thought that Russell Wilson could tuck that football and run for 40, 50 yards, elude, duck, juke some defensive backs. You have never thought that in your life.
You are on drugs.
Okay.
You're talking about the Russell Wilson of the last couple of years. Sir, I'm talking, you said Seattle Russ.
Right.
And there's no question that Seattle Russ was a dual threat quarterback.
Okay. All right.
There's no threat about that.
Okay. All right. And you're watching the Two Live Stews experience. So, in my mind, that's just in my mind. In my mind, I'm rooting for Jalen Hurts. I want him in the dual threat controversy and conversation to continue and now to be elevated in sports talk annals. That's what I want.
Okay.
Exactly.
I think it would be great, man. But the other dual threat quarterback that's playing in this game in 2 weeks will be the one that ultimately hoists the trophy.
It's really simple. We've talked about this before, man. It's really simple. And this is how I won 2 Madden championships. If they're in a man, tell everybody to run fly patterns. Find a little gap in the defensive line. If you get past the line, you're going to be able to run forever.
Well,
it's really kind of simple.
That's one of the things that Patrick Mahomes does.
Yeah. He does do that.
He will take off, and which is thank you for saying he does that. Okay.
No,
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that I don't consider, that's not my definition of a dual threat.
Right.
What I'm saying to you is if the defense is in a man and you clear out a section of the field by telling everybody to run away from the line, fly pattern, post, or whatever the case may be, out pattern, that area is going to be empty.
Yep.
All you have to do at that point is get past the defensive lineman,
which everybody can't do. Which everybody can't do, though.
Right. Not only that, the defensive lineman should be engaged with somebody, with the offensive lineman. So if you can get past those guys, the tight end runs a slant pattern, the linebacker's going to go with him. That's an open part of the field. Yep. Okay? So if you can tuck it and have some athleticism beside you, you really got a great option if you're a quarterback. A lot of these guys don't have 2 options because they can't run.
Shout out to my man Travar Porter. He agrees with you. Dual threat and mobile are 2 different things. Russ was a mobile quarterback.
He was mobile.
Y'all call it whatever y'all want, but if there's quarterback runs called by your coordinator, that is a dual threat quarterback. They're not running quarterbacks that can't run. That's a setup for disaster. For your quarterback to be out there, he can't be mobile enough to get away. That's a recipe for disaster.
We could argue about this all day long, man. I'm happy with the fact that I really think that the Eagles are going to win it, man. And I was hating on them yesterday because I just don't like their fans. It's not that I don't like the team, obviously. They got a bunch of Georgia boys on the team. They got this dual threat brother quarterback trying to get his first ring, second time in the Super Bowl. I'm rooting for the Eagles.
We hadn't told the story about us taking
I just don't like their fans.
We hadn't told the story about us taking a private jet and about 12 listeners from Atlanta to Philadelphia for the Michael Vick, Donovan McNabb showdown. We hadn't told that story in a long time. It might be time to tell that story.
Well, I mean,
that's one reason why we don't like Philadelphia the way we don't like Philadelphia.
It's really not a lot to tell. It's just that they're very, 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 rude people up
Belligerent.
there.
Belligerent. They're
That's
nasty
a good word.
people.
That's a
They're
good
nasty.
word. And it wasn't belligerent like we're joking around. It's
No,
belligerent like if we
they were
catch
serious.
y'all and then just by yourself,
Right,
it's
we're gonna
on.
Yeah. Yep. And there was a jail at the vet, and it was being used quite often.
Right. For belligerent people like we're talking about, evidently.
Thank you for everybody that's giving super chat today. Y'all saw it. Up next in the Doghouse with your boys, the two live stews. The Hollywood Report. Holly will grace us with her presence and talk about a few birthdays and tell us a few stories. And we'll chop it up with her. See what she's talking about. See how her weekend was. Whatever y'all do, man, please keep it locked. This your boys, the Two Live Stews. Up next, the Hollywood Report.
All right, listen. Do you need life insurance? I sell life insurance. That's my real job if y'all didn't know it. I work for Mass Mutual, one of the biggest insurance companies in the world, okay? And I specialize in clients that need life insurance but are hard to qualify, okay? So if you need a term policy, you need a whole life policy, or even a universal life policy, which is very interesting because it falls right in the middle, hit your boy up. My number is 678, direct line, 678-216-4452. Once again, 678-216-4452. If you are responsible for an elderly person, for their final arrangements, and you don't have a policy, but you know it's going to fall on you, don't procrastinate. Hit me up, okay? I got you, all right? I got you. 678-216-4452. Holla at me.
Have you ever been stranded on the side of the road, Ollie?
Yes.
It's not comfortable, is it?
No.
Dogs and Poodles, if you find yourself in a jam on the side of the highway, give my folks at Bay 11 Towing a call, 404-770-6949. Again, that's 404-770-6949. Being stranded on the side of the road in Metro Atlanta is very stressful and dangerous. Bay 11 Towing is who you need to call, whether you're dealing with a flat tire, dead battery, full-on breakdown, or whatever that may have you on the side of the road. Call our folks at Bay 11 Towing, and they will get to you with a competitive rate and quicker than everybody else in town. Again, that's Bay 11 Towing. That number is 404-770-6949.
Good morning.
It's your boys. Welcome back to the Two Live Stews. Doug Stewart, Ron Stewart, the Two Live Stews Experience. We're now joined by Arlie Michelle. What up, Arlie?
Good morning. I don't know why I got to make that face when you dance.
Hey, Ollie, did you see me yesterday?
At church.
Yeah, you can't see me.
I've
I've been doing like this sometimes when I can see you looking into the crowd, and I know the lights are in your face,
right.
So you can't see really.
I usually wave at people when I say, like, oh, hey. And they're like, Arlie. Yesterday, they poked me because I was trying, my phone was ringing and I was trying to stop it on my watch, but then I'm looking to see who, I can't see. And the Princess Lee, she's like, Arlie, you were on the camera. I was like, oh, okay, sorry.
So I don't want to make a big scene, but I do like this. I do like this sometimes.
What service were you at?
10 o'clock?
Oh, 10 o'clock was packed. I wasn't going to see you at 10.
Yeah, 10 o'clock was packed.
10 had people outside.
I do miss Impact Church. I mean, I really do miss Impact.
Shouts out to Impact and East Point.
East Point on 2323 Sylvan Road. For any of you all want to come and worship, 8:10 and 8:10 and noon every Sunday. We're there. I'm not always there singing, but we're always there giving.
Hey, Till Dog, this is borderline getting a little bit too aggressive, Till Dog. I mean, it's borderline getting a little too aggressive.
Good morning.
We got to keep this thing a safe space, and you can like who you like and feel how you want to feel. But we just got to keep it in a safe space, Till Dog.
Good morning, Till Dog. How are you down there in Florida? I hope y'all warmer than we are. It's still warm.
The more super chat you send, the less clothes Ollie will wear.
Oh, wait. Whoa.
Oh, wait. No, I didn't mean that.
I'll give y'all some neck today. Oh, that's probably not good. Pause.
No, don't give up. Don't go neck.
Everybody
giving up no neck.
Wait a minute.
Listen, no neck. No, Ryan, you don't have to demonstrate. Harley said pause. No Diddy. Whatever you're supposed to say. No homo. No, what am I supposed to say?
Yeah, I really don't need you to do that motion again, man.
Right.
My bad. Well, I didn't do the mouth motion with it. I just did the neck. Well, never mind. I shouldn't do the motion. All right, let's get to that report, Ollie.
Start over. And good morning out there to everyone in Stew Nation. It's your girl, Arlie Michelle, live with the Two Live Stews Experience and the Hollywood Report. We got birthdays. Now, it wasn't a lot of birthdays today, possible Hall of Famer, former NFL running back Fred Taylor. Today is his birthday. I hope he makes I don't know if y'all want him to be in the Hall of Fame, but he didn't made the cut again. It looks like I saw somewhere reading. But Vince Carter's birthday was yesterday. He turned 48. Kirk Franklin, who sings every gospel song we probably know and love in this, this part of our lives, was 55, not will be. And then tomorrow, pastor and gospel singer Marvin Sapp, dude, I ain't gonna say his name, Ricky, whatever. Sister Soldier, I love her book. J. Cole, Anthony Hamilton, our boy, we got a chance to interview him. Rock him, yo boy, Doug. I think that's
right.
your boy.
That's right.
Big Frida, you already know.
We're not gonna talk. Well, never mind. Happy birthday, Big Frida.
I love it.
Kirk Franklin, you said sings every gospel song, but he also dances a lot. Are you opposed to any of his dance moves? I was reading the chat the other day where they were talking about how sexual he dances sometimes.
It probably goes back to his porno admissions. Maybe he trying to just get some of that out. I don't know. I've met him. He is.
Whoa. Back up. His what admissions?
Remember, he had this whole porn issue, and he came out publicly to admit that he, really loved porn, and it was an addiction he had, and he was working through it, and the Lord help him, and all of that.
Oh, I missed all that.
Wow, I missed that.
I remember that. Did I make that up?
No,
Thank you. She's like, no, you're right. Yeah, this was a while back though.
Wow.
You sure that wasn't TD Jakes?
No, it wasn't Big T.
Okay.
Big T got some other problems right now.
What was the other guy? What was the other dude that was messing with the boys allegedly? That's passed
Eddie
away
Long.
now. Eddie Long's gone.
He's deceased.
He's
so
right.
passing right now, messing with some people.
Eddie been going over a decade, man. Let that man rest.
Eddie Long been gone a decade. No, he hasn't.
A long time.
I'm willing to bet you $1. He hadn't been gone 10 years.
I'll take the bet.
Okay, $1 bet.
Okay, all I know is that movie was loosely based on his life, and what's his face? Sterling Brown did an amazing job. He and my who I think she my friend Regina
Long.
Damn,
it was close enough though. 2017.
That's only
it wasn't quite a decade, but it's right there. You're right. I'm
owe him $1.
I need my money, sir.
I'll cash app you right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are our little birthdays. Let me tell y'all, our show would like to send our condolences to the famed DJ rapper Unk, known to the world as DJ Unk, but his legal name Anthony Leonard Platt, who died Friday. His wife, Shakita Long Platt, said of a heart attack because of course the rumor mill started that he had a drug overdose and he did all these things. And she was like, my husband didn't even take drugs, so y'all stop it. He died of a heart attack. He died in his sleep. DJ Unk, if y'all remember, was a part of the Southern Style DJs with DJ Monte and DJ Jelly that used to throw parties back in the. And they signed a Big Oomph Records. He had the song "Walk It Out." No, walk it out. Walk it out. And he also had "Let Me Two Step." Watch me two-step.
Big Oomph Records was a big thing in Atlanta.
It was
20 years ago when I first moved here. 25 years ago.
Right. And he owns a restaurant over here in the Cascades now that everybody says like going to a party, a skating rink party or something. Like it's just all the way live. Yeah, he has it's in a gas station, but up above it, it's supposed to be litty. I haven't been yet. I see people posting about it. So
what's it called, Raleigh? What's the restaurant called?
Yeah, I want to check it out.
Find it and tell y'all, but I the name of it, but I'll go look because a friend of mine sent me. They went for her birthday. And they had they said a time was had by all. So yes, we send condolences to their family and prayers to them.
Rest in peace, Big Unk.
Not Big Big Unk. Don't kill Big Unk. They're two different people. It's a lot of bigs. We got bigs, we got little.
Wait a minute. You were talking about Big Unk, not Big Oomp.
Yeah, Big Unk is living. Big Unk has passed away.
Okay.
Thank you, Ollie.
Got all the bigs. We got to get the bigs seperated. We don't because Doug will kill off a person. He'll
kill
make
a person
people
off in a
still
heartbeat.
alive.
I was talking about Oomp, OOMP, the big.
But
Oomp.
Big Unk was signed to Big Oomp Records.
Gotcha. Okay.
So Doug,
this morning, blah 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 blah.
I did mean to ask you this, man, because you've killed the man for years. Now that Jimmy Carter is actually really gone, how do you feel?
Jimmy Carter ain't gone. Stop saying that.
Okay.
Go
Ollie,
ahead.
please continue. I'm
Move
sorry.
on. We're
I'm
gonna just
sorry.
slide on past that.
What do you mean Jimmy Carter's?
Never mind. Never mind. Just never mind.
That's
I
been
don't
the
wanna-
whole thing. They say Michelle
Yeah.
and Barack broke up because she didn't come to the funeral.
I can't step on. We can't step on all these toes for the whole report. So just go ahead.
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry, Ollie.
Toe stepped on. It's all good, y'all.
Very
So first up,
confused.
we got to help Doug. We need
No.
medicine. Anybody out there with medicine, when you're taking the supplement, do you think the supplement will help Doug's memory? I just want to know if we need to make one for that. Okay, y'all, the singer, rapper Lizzo is showing her before and after transformations. She has lost
Let me see.
10.5, 16% of her body fat since starting her journey January 2024. Now, me personally, they had the whole, she took the Ozempic, everybody taking these pills and getting smaller. It's a lot of people getting tiny. She says, of course, that is not true. It is with careful diet and exercise. But does anybody else remember when she said she liked being a big girl and she had the big girls that dance her and she wasn't changing and lose no weight? What do y'all think happened?
Yeah, exactly. What happened? She's a hypocrite. I think you get put into the hypocritical category if you make statements like that, but then now you're trying to lose weight.
Come on, y'all.
She should
That's
be
not,
fine.
we're not really going to do that. This lady's trying to better herself and lose weight that needs to be lost.
But
even though she said something back in the past, we're not going to hold her to that. She decided at one point in time after making those statements that she wanted to do better with herself. We're gonna
why is
judge her and chastise her for losing weight now?
But if she was healthy while she was her larger self, then what's the reason for losing the weight? She said she was healthy.
She said these things, not us. Right. She said these things.
I understand. But my point is this. I don't care what she said prior to. When you're walking around toting 400 pounds, you're not healthy.
She wasn't 400
You're not
pounds,
healthy.
It's the
she was a big girl.
She was a big girl, but I don't know she was 400.
Well, my point is we all know she was obese.
Right, but she was healthy. There are people that are large, they don't take any medicines, they're doing fine, and that's what she said So she's now telling little girls, that's my fear. My fear is you told all these people I'm fine, I'm healthy, and I'm blah, 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 and now you all on this weight loss journey, and to lose that kind of weight in a year is a lot. That's a lot of weight in a year.
She's confusing people, man. What about the children she's confusing?
What about her trying to take care of herself?
Yeah, but that's true. But she shouldn't have made.
She lost a full person.
You know what this is like? This is like Dion and telling Jackson State and the Jackson State alumni and fans that you can do anything at HBCU, this, that, and the other, and why don't you come to an HBCU? And then he leave. It's the exact same thing with Lizzo and this weight. Both are very hypocritical.
Lizzo,
I'm not saying that she shouldn't want to lose weight, but it's very hypocritical at this point because they put themselves in that position.
Lizzo and her weight has nothing to do with the coach recruiting or going to another better job. Nothing at all.
It's a perfect comparison.
The last part I'll say is I know y'all don't want to step out there and start chastising Lizzo for losing weight. Come on.
I'm not chastising her for the weight she lost. I guess my issue is why couldn't you do like Oprah? Oprah always said weight has been my biggest challenge. I'm up and down. Or Luther, it's been my biggest challenge. Not go out and say, oh, this is a good thing. You can be big, girl. You don't have to be small.
She felt one way in 2017. In 2025, she feels different.
Yeah, it's hypocritical. Okay. But can you acknowledge it's hypocritical?
For her wanting to be healthy? Hell no, I'm not
her wanting to be healthy. It's not hypocritical. That's not what
Arlie, move on.
That chick was 400 pounds. She needed to lose weight.
I shouldn't have made the comparison with Dion, so now he's going to die on that hill. Go ahead, Arlie.
I felt the same way before you said Dion. I'm the one that started the conversation, remember?
Right. Go on, Arlie. Next.
Anyway, shout out to Lizzo for losing the weight. I hope she makes a statement of some sort that explains like it was for a reason so that other people don't follow in her footsteps for the wrong reason.
Because I was fat as hell.
That's not why she did it. She didn't think she was fat as hell. You need to go back and look at some of her interviews.
Put the picture back up. Put the picture back up.
And man,
I don't need her to tell me she's fat.
You're not supposed to use the word fat too as well in 2024.
Obese. I don't need her to tell me she's obese.
Big boned.
You're right. You said I couldn't. You said the word retarded is politically incorrect. You can't use the word fat 2025, man.
You can't? What do you say? Oh, I'm going to be in so much trouble in 2025. Let me just tell y'all now. I talk to myself.
Slightly obese people.
Good job, Lizzo. Take care of yourself,
Yeah,
lady.
congrats to Lizzo. Absolutely.
Good job, Lizzo.
But she said she didn't have no health issues, so that's my issue. Anyway, we're gonna talk about Royce Reed right now. Y'all, she was on Cam Newton's show the other day, and Royce let loose on Dwight Howard. She out there telling all the little secrets. Her personal life.
Ooh, that's not a good picture
That's
of
not
her.
a good picture.
It's not a good picture of anybody, but they wanted to make her look angry, and they wanted Cam to look surprised. I don't know. But anyway,
she looked like the Wicked Witch in the Wizard of
In
Oz in the
Wicked.
picture. In Wicked.
I'm gonna get you in your little dog too. Well, she coming after Dwight Howard. He is the little dog. At one point in the conversation, Reed opened up about Howard requesting to do sexual things with her that she didn't feel comfortable with, but decided to participate due to being naive. This included him requesting finger play. That's what she said, and she just felt bad about. I don't know why.
What?
Anyway, let me not tell my business. And so Green began Reed. They talked about our age gap. He was 18 and she was 24. But she said she was the one that was more green because her parents, she went to the prom and homecoming by herself. So she says she witnessed Howard being intimate with other men on multiple occasions while they were in their relationship. And so she talked about all those things. And I feel bad. You know, Dwight Howard just got engaged. We talked about it on the show to Amy Luciani, who is a rapper on one of these hip hop Atlanta, Miami, New York, somewhere, California shows. And so all these things are going to start surfacing again just because he got engaged.
Am I wrong for thinking that everyone knows that Dwight is
As Fred say?
Yes, as Fred says. Yes, thank you.
Well,
Fred Sanford, everybody. That's Fred Sanford.
Right, man. I mean, I'm kind of confused too, but he's never actually come out and confirmed it that I know of. He played around it, and then the little interview that he did with the dude.
Pause.
Pause. And then the interview where the dude just straight up asked him, and he kind of danced around it and says that's no one's business. But he never really answered
in my bedroom. What goes on in my bedroom, right?
But I assume when you got this, there's a lot of allegations out there that can be substantiated. Let me just put it like that.
Well, he did admit that that was a consensual relationship between the gentleman that was saying he sexually assaulted him. And they go back, he shows text messages where the gentleman and explained how they met they DM'd each other, and then he had him come to his house, and then he sent an Uber, picked him up and dropped him off. Like, he talked about having done that. I guess the issue is, and I'm sure Royce is like all these other people, like Switch's wife, who when he committed suicide, now she's writing a book that's coming out. So you start to talk about some things. People are probably telling her this is time for her to tell her story, sell her story, so that she can make some money off of it, because he would like to get back into the league. He's getting engaged, all these things about him. So it's a perfect time to have conversations about him. But yeah, I don't know. I feel some kind of way that it was on Cam Newton's show, because I know it's not like Kobe and Shaq when one told on the other, and it was all, when Shaq was telling business, but it just feels like he should be like, hey, stop, that's a fellow athlete. Or okay, I didn't know that happened. He did do that. That is true.
Yeah, but they would say that he was just joking around for that. He's talking about he confirmed it when he grabbed that one guy's package.
But that's not what we do, though. We don't jokingly grab people's packages.
We pat each other on the butt.
Yeah.
Right.
White boys do things like that.
We do pat each other on the butt in sports, but we don't grab packages. No.
Right. Brothers don't. White boys do shit like that.
They do. They grab the PP game. They play the PP game.
Or they grab your boobs. Because how about when I was in law school, of course, there's a lot of them, not many of us, not the guys. The girls were just like, oh my God, Arlie, your boobs are so. I was like, this shit.
Yeah.
Girl, what is you doing?
Now let me make sure I say this for the record. They grab each other's because they know that if they try something like that, typically when I was in school, they're gonna get punched in the nose. You see what I'm saying? But their sense of humor is like that, but we don't have a sense of humor like that. We don't play around with grabbing nobody nuts or nothing like that.
No, we don't. We do not. As the last, and that's true, we don't play like that. Homie don't. What do you say? Homie don't play that.
Homie don't play that.
Homie don't play that. Just want a quick mention that Kendrick Lamar has mentioned and has a whole Apple Music commercial out there with SZA. He's announced that she will be on the Super Bowl ticket with him. I know everybody's going to be watching that halftime very closely because everybody wants to see what happens in the NOB. But what you're doing in the NO, what y'all doing culture-wise. So,
Question for you, Arlie. You think Lil Wayne go get on that stage somehow in Louisiana?
I mean, I hope it's sanctioned, and if
I was about to
can
say,
be, yes.
he might get up there and they will take his black ass to jail. If he come from within 100 feet of that stage, they're gonna take his black ass to jail.
I think they're gonna figure out how to work it out because people want peace. We want to see all the gangs getting together. The music gangs. We want to see them getting
They're
along.
gonna have wanted posters of that dude at the entrance. If you see this man, call
And he itty bitty,
us.
right? And he itty bitty.
Outstanding job, Arlie. Thank you very much. Tell them about
Y'all
the
have
No
a
Show.
great week. Everybody check us out at 7 p.m. on the No Show. Nadia and I will give you some things you need to know. Y'all have a great week, and I'll see you on Wednesday.
Thank you, Arlie. Whew, she's gone.
All right, man. We got a lot of things to do, man. We got the top 5. We got an interesting top 5 coming up, man. Very interesting top 5 coming up. I'm gonna get back in my winning ways.
Can I say what the top 5 is in honor of?
Yeah.
Top 5 hood movies in honor of Keke Palmer and SZA's movie that dropped this past weekend.
Just one of them days. I saw it.
Just
You
one
saw
of them
it.
days.
You saw it, right?
I did see it. And
yeah.
Again, we joined a couple on a Friday night movie excursion, and 5 minutes in, we look at each other like, we'd never come see them if they didn't invite us, right? I was like, yeah, but it's great. It was really good.
We gotta talk about this movie cost crisis, man. It's at a crisis at this point, man. I want to talk about that. I'm very frugal. Some people would call me cheap, but I'm just frugal. Well, I don't like throwing my money away.
You're not frugal when it comes to popcorn and movies, though. You go to a movie 5 times a week.
Yeah. We'll talk about it when we get into the top 5.
Chat, movie talk, top 5 coming up. Y'all keep it locked to you boys. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, and the Two Live Stews. This is your Two Live Stews experience. Good morning. When you know what to do with what you got, you can do more with it. All right. So shouts out to my man Lavrell as well as the World Changers, making this thing happen and getting it done with your financial needs. All right. The World Changers help empower individuals and communities throughout financial education and implementation. Your agent Lavrell Hawkins has made significant strides in the financial services industry, using his expertise to guide and support others in achieving financial stability as well as success. Lavrell uses an holistic approach that addresses the mental, physical, financial, and spiritual aspects of being in a well space and place when it comes to your finances, all right? Y'all give them a call, 919-764-4626. That's 919-764-4626. The World Changes Financials and Lavrell are dedicated to empowering you and your communities through financial education and implementation. 919-764-4626.
To the bat polls.
That brought to your heart just now. I mean, the people couldn't see you in the green room, man, but you started smiling like a chessy cat and dancing. Wow.
Why did Batman always have to announce stuff? He didn't have to say to the bat poles. The bat poles are sitting right there. Why do you make this big grandiose announcement?
Making a statement, man. Making a statement.
That was an old clip. That pertained to something we were talking about a couple weeks ago. We just hadn't had the time to play it, but
No. This ain't no we. I had nothing to do with that. You put that up there.
Yeah.
I don't know why you did that.
Whenever we can play a Batman clip, old school Batman clip, or any superhero clip, I take the opportunity.
It brings you so much joy, man. I'll deal with it. It's all good.
Okay, so we're doing and you're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. The last 48, the memes, and the top 5. We got the top 5. I'm sorry, the top 5 hood comedies of all times.
In honor of
the movie that dropped. I think this was the first weekend, this past weekend, or maybe it was the second weekend. One of them days. Keke Palmer and SZA. I thought it was a damn good movie, man.
So did I.
Now it's not Friday good, but it's a like a notch below that.
Just a notch. And
along
the same lines, shouts out to Issa Rae, the producer of said movie.
Yeah, you could tell it's
huge,
her.
I'm a huge Issa Rae fan. I like her a lot.
Me too.
For the record, I didn't know this movie was a thing until I paid for the ticket.
Okay. So
we met a couple out Friday night. I did not know this movie was even a thing. Because the last movie I saw in the theater was an animation. We don't do movies that often.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So to go to that, I had no idea what it was.
So
but really enjoyed it.
The reason I had to go see it, because I'm a movie guy. I'm a movie buff.
And you're a freak for scissor.
For who?
You're a scissor freak.
No. I'm not a Keke Palmer. I'm not a scissor freak. I'm a Keke Palmer fan.
Oh, okay.
I'm a Keke Palmer fan. And freak is not the proper terms that you should use.
I digress, and I apologize. I'd like to strike that from the record, please.
For people that used to listen to the Doug Stewart show, I'm a big fan of Keke Palmer. Let's just put it like that. But anyway, the reason I had to go see this movie is because of Rotten Tomatoes. The fans and the critics gave it over 90%.
See, and they don't ever do that. They don't
ever do that. The fans and the critics never really agree.
Hence, I'm thinking that they gave it such high marks because they were being condescending.
What do you mean? They would try to be sarcastic?
Man, right. They're so harsh on movies, especially movies that were by us, for us. They're so harsh. For them to give that almost a damn near 100, that's not what they do.
I think that they kind of are supposed to look at it in the context of the genre and what it's supposed to be. So as far as hood movies,
I loved it.
That was a great movie. I think they have to know that the critics have to know that, and they need to shape their thinking and their mind into, this is a hood movie, so I need to classify it and rank it as far as other hood movies go. I think that's the way they do it. Because they're not gonna say give this a 90 and give Schindler's List a 70.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just the way I think that it works.
When Fred told me what kind of movie it was, I told JP to give me about 6 minutes. I had to go outside and get my mind right first. I was gonna make sure I enjoyed the movie, and boy, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
What does that mean? Go get your mind right.
That's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. But right. I did, and I really enjoyed the movie.
All right, so you won the last top 5. Go ahead. Who you want to go first with their list? Top 5 hood classics of all time.
Hey, man, you know how I get down. I think losers should go last. So we'll start the top 5 off today with my list. Today's top 5 hood comedies, not including Friday.
I've never been a
number
loser
5
at anything in my life, sir.
I'm going to Get You, Sucker. Now, I had to dig through the annals of this one, okay? Hood classic back in the day that started all hood classics. Long time ago. That's number 5. I'm going to Get You, Sucker. Pull this back up, Tree.
Whoa,
Hustle
wait
and
a
Flow.
minute. Wait a minute.
At number 4, Sarate, The Great Pootie Tang. At number 3. And, man, I took the last 2 very, very serious, man. Harlem Nights with Eddie Murphy is not just one of my favorite hood movies, but it's one of my favorite movies of all times. And last but not least, when we're talking about hood movies, if you don't have Boys in the Hood at number 1, you don't have a list.
Hey, man, I think your list is wrong. The list was on comedies, hood comedies. Boys in the Hood is not a hood comedy.
Go back, Tree.
I'm looking for the text message. I'm looking for the receipt right now.
No, just read the question. Hood comedy. No, it was not hood comedy. No, it wasn't hood comedy.
Yes, it is.
No, it wasn't.
We got receipts. Do you have dyslexia? Can you not read?
Now. Okay, so good morning. Wait, can I stop touching buttons? Can I talk, please? Now, Ryan,
how just happened?
You know that I love you.
We're talking about the comedy. Just one of them days.
Because
Keke Palmer laughing. We were laughing throughout the whole movie.
So when I got when I got his list, I was like,
I'm very proud of you, Tree, for not interfering. I'm very proud of you for not responding to his text when he sent you his entries. Hey, Ryan, this is supposed to be comedies. Thank you.
I'm trying to be
Shame on
fair.
y'all for this.
Okay.
Shame on y'all for this. Shame on y'all. I may not put my picture back up the whole day. Y'all got to deal with this.
Tree, roll out the obvious winning list because all of my interests are comedies. Hood comedies. Coming in number 5, White Chicks. All right, Marlon and Sean, their best work till this day. I laugh my ass off at White Chicks. Coming in at number 4, Barbershop. Cedric the Entertainer. Oh boy, you young boys don't know nothing. I'll show you how to cut some hair over here. Coming in at number 3, Pootie Tang. Sippy tay, sippy tie to the gadara. And coming in at number 2, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you.
You never said the garada raw thing that you just did. You made that up.
I'm going to get you, sucker. How much for a rib? 1 rib. Can I get 1 rib? Chris Rock, just classic. So many classic lines, and I'm going to get you, sucker. It's not even funny. And coming in as the number 1 hood comedy of all times. I've talked about this movie several times over the years. Just a theatrical masterpiece. Norbit, how are you doing? How you doing? Hey, Ryan, you got the wrong list, dummy. How you doing? Oh, I killed me.
Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, Two Live Stews Experience. Good morning. Happy Monday to you.
So listen, we'll post the top 5 comedy movies of all times in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group as soon as the show is over, or at least no later than 12 noon. And the polling and the voting will continue until Wednesday at 6 p.m. or 5 p.m.
If y'all can back me up this one time on this, Dogs and Poodles, I'll never make this happen. Allow this to happen again. Just back me up this one time.
What do you mean back you up?
With votes.
No, listen, no. Nobody can vote for you because you don't have all hood comedies.
You don't get to tell people who they can vote for. I'm confused.
No, but your number 1 is a drama. Is not only just a drama, it's a hood drama. Yeah, there we go right there. Thank you. That was my suggestion. Now, once again, let's go back to the beginning of this whole thing. Because we got so much pushback about the categories and this, I turned the whole operation over to you. But you still come to me asking for ideas. So I gave you an idea. We just watched One of These Days. SZA, Keke Palmer. It's a comedy. Let's do top 5 hood comedies of all time. And you need to go get checked for dyslexia.
If I'm not mistaken.
James Cooper said Ryan. Sigh.
If I'm not mistaken, I have to mention how Tree redid one of your lists the other day.
What are you talking about?
Yes, she did. Prior to MLK, she did.
What are you talking about?
So, I mean, it's like it was a setup for me to fail. I mean,
come on, man. I'm not going to even acknowledge or dignify anything like that right now. Let's just take this L. It's your fault.
Of course, you're not going to acknowledge or dignify how your list was redone.
How about take responsibility for your actions?
Of course, you're not going to.
Hold on, Ryan.
Well, how about
Ryan?
Take responsibility. When y'all see a mistake has clearly been made. Yeah, crying Ryan. Design the damn shirts. Design the damn shirts.
We've never done that before. Take responsibility in your own actions.
Tree corrected you last week before MLK, but now I can't get corrected.
Did you
let my list go by? Let my list go by, right? Here's a chance for Doug to get a win. Oh, he's my boo, so I'm not going to tell Ryan he's got a movie that's not a hood comedy on it.
Do you let your kids not take responsibility for their own actions, man? You don't do that, do you?
Nutty Professor's a good one.
Right.
12.
I was teetering back and forth with Nutty Professor, Life, all of them.
And Norbit is one of my favorite movies of all time.
It is. Thank you, man.
I love it.
Just lighten up a little bit. Just
well,
lighten
no,
up.
I'm not. I'm not lightening up. I think when the producer sees a clear misunderstanding with one of the hosts, that producer should be like, Ninja, you got to redo that.
Nah,
but
she's never done that.
Yeah, she can bump for you when you redo MLK list, but she can't bump for me.
Okay.
I'm going to pull the clip of how the whole MLK went down because that's not how it went down.
Right.
To you and anybody.
Don't stud him. Don't stud him.
But also, remember when when you put the 11111, I'm doing what you've asked me to do so that you don't think that I'm scamming on you, and Doug doesn't think I'm scamming on him.
Tree, nobody thinks you're scamming on anybody. He's just being Ryan.
You can't bump for him with the MLK list. He's just gonna redo that, and I can't get mine redone.
I'm gonna pull the clip because that ain't how that happened.
He's just being crying Ryan. He's just being crying Ryan. All right, so let's roll out the last 48. Let's start the list at least.
I mean, I'm not having fun anymore.
So the last 48 are the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group over the last 48 hours. Actually, it's a little bit longer than that.
I think this is how I might protest. I think I'm not going to have fun for the rest of the show.
So, we all in this car thing right now, man. And I'm part of this group who does these types of little car comparison thing, these old school car comparison. 1970 Chevy Chevelle SS. 1970 Buick Skylark. And 1969 Pontiac GTO. So the GTO is in the bottom. The Skylark is in the middle. And the top one is the SS. Which one you taking, Shawty?
It's the same car. It's the same car with 3 different grills.
Right. They look very, very.
It's the exact same car. But I got to go with the Chevelle. I think.
Put it back up, Tree, one more time. And you're watching Two Live Stews. And listeners, if you're watching the show right now, the live show, because you may be watching this a week, a month, 6 months later. If you're watching the show right now live, post in the group which one you taking. I think I got to go with that Chevelle as well, man. The SS, the top one.
Yep.
I like the grill in the GTO. That's a legendary story about our old man.
Yep.
You remember that story?
Our old man, he had a black GTO just like that one.
I think it was 69. What was the year of that again? Tree? And you're watching Two Live Stews Experience.
Dad's was 69 or 70.
I think it was 69.
Yep.
So our uncles and anybody that our dad's friend that knew him, our old man went into the military. Or no, he went to South Carolina. Yeah, he had to have gone to military first.
Military.
He went to military first, made some money, came back home, enrolled at South Carolina State. He had money because he's military. He bought a white 69 of that last one we just saw, the white GTO.
It was white.
And rolled up on the yard at South Carolina State with money in his pocket, big balling. And then he swore my mom up and he had to come home.
Well, but I thought you were going to tell the story about how he lost the car.
No, wait a minute. How did he lose the car?
Uncle Dub wrecked it when he was in the military. He wasn't supposed to be driving it, and Uncle Dub wrecked it.
Which you did the exact same thing to my car.
Man.
This ninja comes up for the weekend, asks to hold my car. I'm thinking he's going to go around and get some soda, go buy some pop or something from the little corner store. This man drives the Moco.
But I did go buy some pop. I bought a 6-pack of Red Bull and started driving the Monk's Corner. It was going to go get me some.
And this dude ran in the ditch. I get a call at like 3 a.m. from our parents. Your brother wrecked your car. He ran in the ditch.
I got ran off the road. I was ran off the road. And I think I've gone above and beyond to make that up to you too. I bought you a Nintendo.
You wrecked the white Jetta. I had the fly white Jetta with the fishtail on the back that I put on myself with a leather bra in the front, and you ran it in the ditch. And a Nintendo for Christmas 20 years later makes up for that.
Also, when I bought my first vehicle, I gave you my college truck, and I detailed it for you and all before I gave it to you.
You detailed it?
Yes.
You didn't give me the truck, first of all. I guess technically you did give it to me.
I did give it to you.
But you didn't buy it. The truck was given to you.
No car, no nothing. I just gave it to you.
No, but you were given the car by old man, the truck.
Well, by mom. Our mom actually.
Okay. By our mother. So, how does that work?
Well, just clearly you're overlooking the blessings. It wasn't important to you. No big deal.
I'm not overlooking the blessings.
I'll never bring it up again. No big deal.
I'm not overlooking the blessings, man. All right. When we get back from the break, we're gonna finish up with the last 48.
I don't believe y'all did me like y'all just did me with the top 5, man. I mean, it's mind blowing, man.
We're gonna do the 2-minute trespass, as well as
when you start off by saying we're not including Friday. If you're not including Friday, then why would I think it's just?
Yeah, because everybody would have Friday at number 1. That's the point of me saying, not including Friday. Oh, now you throwing up middle fingers. This is your proof. Thank you, Tree. Thank you, Tree. That's production. That's what a great producer does. On the spot. On the spot, she comes up with this graphic.
She's going to bump for her boo. Ain't no question about that. She's going to bump for her boo.
All right, don't go away. Cool. Two Live Stews. Don't go away.
That's cool.
Imagine feeling invigorated and focused, not by artificial substances, but by natural pre-workout supplements. This isn't just a thought, but a reality many athletes and fitness enthusiasts are embracing. They hold the key to elevated performance without the commonly associated side effects of synthetic products. However, overlooking the potential of these supplements means missing out on that all-natural energy boost and focus. It means accepting unnecessary crashes post-workout. It's a pain point that no fitness enthusiast should grapple with, especially when there's a healthier alternative. At Lion Raw Herbs, we produce a vegan all-natural pre-workout that is proven to increase performance and boost every workout. Visit us at lionrawherbs.com to learn more and look for natural performance energy. That's NPE. We are sure you will feel the difference.
You got to get a win however you can, man. I understand.
Hey, man.
If you and Tree got to team up on me to get a win, man, I understand. It's all good. It's your boys, man. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. Two Live Stews Experience. Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
And listen, I don't want to air our dirty laundry out in public, like clearly this is in front of thousands and thousands of people ultimately. But I'm starting to get concerned, man. You have done this several times on this top 5 this year.
You and Tree should do better.
Seriously. No, seriously. The whole dyslexic thing.
I had a list of 15 movies, man.
All 15. Dramas.
No, not all dramas. I mean,
all
a bunch of black.
thrillers.
It was hood movies. It was hood movies.
So did you just skip over comedy? Why did you just skip over the whole comedy word? You got the same text that everybody did.
Yeah.
He didn't skip over it. He confirmed. He said, "That's a good one, sir."
He even confirmed it.
Misunderstanding.
Hey, Ollie, come on for a second, and you're watching the Two Live Stews Experience.
Oh, now everybody's going to team up on me, huh?
No.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I was just confirming I'm not teaming up.
What's your thoughts on this latest top 5 controversy? There's been many, but they all seem to follow the same themes. Somebody can't read.
No, he can read. I think he just was overzealous in sharing his top 5 lovely black movies. So what I think has happened, I don't know how this is done. I'm not in the behind the scenes of y'all stuff, so I really can't.
So what we do is we come up with a top 5 list that we're going to come up with in relation to something that's happening in pop entertainment, pop culture and entertainment, something that we talked about on the show. Since we saw the scissor comedy, we said, let's do top 5 hood comedies of all time.
Right. And then that's what happened. And so somehow Ryan didn't see the word comedy. And I can probably say that he got young kids. The rest of us don't have little kids. I think
that's right.
Be too busy.
They're distracting. They're distracted.
Going on over there.
They're distractions.
He didn't look, but I do say if
Tell it to your preacher.
I don't know how that works. Like when Tree gets the list, because she, like she said, she does what you all give her. Does she ever tweak your list? Because this is important.
No, she never.
So the other day,
that MLK list. She tweaked that MLK list.
Why she said she's gonna pull the receipts. I don't remember how it happened. I remember in the chat though, I said, "Oh, that's not right." We took a moment and we came back and we had a different list for you.
No.
Why was that?
No,
there was something specific that happened that made it legit that he requested that. But I don't, because it looks skewed if I go say, oh, hey, Ryan, it's common. I can't do that.
Nah. And I can't remember exactly what the details are.
You can switch that MLK list with no problem, though, huh?
No, that's not the truth. Okay. I don't remember the circumstances or what it was, but it was definitely not like this is. Okay. And Tree's going to find the receipts just for you.
Absolutely.
Because you're that type of guy we need to show you.
No. I would like to know. I would like to know how it got switched too. I'm just curious because I don't remember. I was not paying attention.
The people that rabbit dance together tend to stick together. It's okay.
That is.
That's so scandalous for you to say something like that. All right, best NFL nicknames ever. Shouts out to Jason Jones. You're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. Man, you got some good ones here. Primetime, Broadway Joe, Honey Badger,
Megatron.
Yeah, you can read them. People can read them for their own right now.
Oh, I didn't know about the Legatron guy. Who's that? Legatron.
That's the kicker for the Raiders for a long time. I can't call his name right now.
Janikowski.
Yeah.
They called him Legatron?
Legatron. That's a dope name.
I didn't know that.
Put it back up one more time. Mean Joe Green. Christian Okoye, the Nigerian Nightmare, Beast Mode, and then Fridge. Which one of those is the best?
It's got to be between Megatron and Primetime. Sweetness is nice too. I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't pick one.
This is a tough one.
No, they're all really, really good.
Honey Badger is dope because it's unique.
It's very unique, and
Honey Badger is unique. And if you watch this guy play in college at LSU,
he's a honey badger.
And you ever seen a video on how the real honey badgers get down?
Right.
This is a tremendously perfect name for the honey badger.
That's a really good one. That's a really good one.
And then Beast Mode.
Yep.
I saw a video this past weekend with Beast Mode, and it was an older video, I think, but he went back to his high school and he suited up and he had practice with these high school kids. He ran over like 3 of the little children, man.
he was still trucking them.
He was trying to kill them.
Did they make them kids sign waivers before that, man?
I think so, man. You got to see this video. I'm going to try to find it. He ran over and stiff-armed the hell like 2 or 3 little kids, man.
He should not be out there with them little kids, man. You just shouldn't.
Yeah, Legatron is dope too. Playmaker is dope because he was the playmaker.
He was the playmaker, man. Truck D, thank you, Truck D. We appreciate you, Truck D.
Shouts out, Truck D.
I'll get to that in a little while. We read it in a little while, Truck D. Thank you. Now, could you pick one name, man? The Nigerian Nightmare. I mean, that's another one. Everyone on this list is great. I can't just pick one. I would say Megatron because he's a yellow jacket and a lion. That's why I would say Megatron. But again,
oh yeah, y'all got a lot in common. That's right. Yeah. I never thought about that before. It's crazy.
That's my guy. We both.
I posted a picture this past week of Sean Jones, one of these groups that I'm in, these college football groups. They posted a picture. The great Georgia Tech quarterback Sean Jones. Sean Jones, if he played today,
he'd be a top 10 pick.
Let me tell you exactly who he is. Sean Jones was back then exactly who Jalen Milrose is right now. Exactly.
But he was a much smarter quarterback than Milrose. I'm not knocking Milrose. I'm not knocking him.
But you saying that just because he went to Georgia Tech and Milrose go to Alabama? What do you mean smarter?
I was on the sideline Sean's senior year, and Milrose doesn't do what Sean did. He just doesn't. His junior year and senior year were 2 of the best years that a quarterback could have in totality in the history of college football. It was incredible, man.
Okay, I don't want to debate you on how smart these guys were, but I'll just say this. If he was 25 years or how many other years.
One more thing, man.
Go ahead.
If Sean Jones and Charlie Ward could redo it right now, they would be 2 top 8 to top 10 picked quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Period.
That's the point. Yeah. If Sean Jones played today, he literally, by being born 30 years too early,
that's right.
He literally and his family literally missed out on generational wealth forever.
That was one of the reasons why Joe Ham came to Georgia Tech. He was like, if they could put me in a position like they put that guy, I'll be great. And he was.
Yeah. All right. Next one, Tree. And you're watching Two Lost Stews Experience.
Oh, Till Dog is cheating on Ollie already. Till Dog 12. Thanks. It's 527 on West Coast. Well, who's your girl, Till Dog? Is it Tiffany Poodle in Portland or is it Ollie? What's going on, Till Dog?
Shooting his shot
and
with
Till Dog, you know both of these women are in the same chat, right, Till Dog?
He messy. He real messy.
What the hell?
He cheating on Ollie already before we even get on the damn show.
Right in her face.
All right, so one rapper got to go. King of the South edition.
Damn.
I don't even know if Scarface, if Texas is considered, that's considered the Deep South. Do you separate Deep South and South? When I say Deep South, when I say Deep South, I'm talking Texas.
I'm from South Carolina, man. So I am South.
Right.
So yes,
when we think South, that's East Coast
right.
South.
Right. Agreed.
Okay,
we
but
agree.
anyway, they put Scarface. They put Scarface in this category. And the question is,
Scarface is one of my favorite rappers, man.
Of
all times.
Put it back up, Tree. And
He's one of the best He's one of the best storytellers in the history of rap, man.
Okay, so you got Jeezy. You got Bun B.
Bun B.
From UGK. Then you got Scarface, and then you got Tip.
I would have to take Bun. I don't want to take Bun B out, but I would have to take Bun B out.
Okay.
Even though Bun B is hell on double and triple entendres. Okay. Yeah.
Hey man,
it's a tough one.
That One Day You Gone track with UGK,
right.
one of my top five hip hop track songs of all time. When I hear that come on, I'm like, oh my God.
Tip's literary work is too deep. Can't take him off.
You can't take T.I. off. You can't take Scarface off. It comes down to Jeezy or Bun B.
And Trap or Die. You can't take Jeezy off. We in Georgia. You can't take Jeezy off.
Can't take. I'm sorry, Bun B. Lord have mercy.
That's a tough one.
I'm sorry, Bun B, because his flow is super nice too.
Oh yeah. He's one of the best. He really is.
Yeah. That's another Texas guy too, though. So that's more reason to take him off than you definitely not taking off T.I. or Jeezy.
No.
And you're watching Two Lost Stews Experience. All right. Is that the last one? Do we have any more? We got
one or two more, I think. Oh, this is the last one right here.
No, it's not. It's not
the last one.
So we actually showed this earlier. Go out and see it. Support. I thought it was a very good movie. Put you in the mind frame of Friday, just not Friday.
Damn,
speaking of which, Cat Williams was in this.
You think if I take an Advil every day to help my CTE, man?
I don't know, man.
Are you laughing with me or at me? Because if you're laughing at me, I'm gonna have a problem.
No, I'm laughing with you, man.
Okay,
I'm laughing. I'm laughing so I don't cry, man.
That's fine. You can do that. But if you're laughing at me, then we're gonna have a serious issue, and I'm gonna call mom.
Somebody look up the young lady's name off of the TV show about the high school. But Cat Williams was in this movie.
High school? What the hell are you talking about? What high school?
What high school? The high school in Philadelphia. The high school in Philadelphia.
Oh, Lean on Me.
No, not Lean on Me. The high school. It's a TV show. It's a TV series. And
Abbott Elementary.
Abbott Elementary. The lady that plays the principal in Abbott Elementary. She was in this movie as well. Thank you.
She's gonna find herself typecasted to always play a role just like Abbott Elementary now, because she's playing the same role in this movie.
But she's funny as hell. She's funny as hell, though.
But no one wants to be typecasted though, because that
takes away your money over time.
That lessens your pot, right? You can't do as many projects if you're typecasted.
Her character on Abbott Elementary, and I can't call her name right now. Somebody please find it for us. Her character on Abbott Elementary is probably the funniest character on the series, and she was in this movie this past week. This new movie, One of Those Days with Keke Palmer and SZA. It was she did very good as well.
She did do very good.
But she does play the same character basically as she does in the TV show.
Yeah.
You're right about that.
But she nails it.
She nails it. She nails it. Janelle James is her name.
Wonderful. Thank you, Uncle Mike.
She's actually a comedian as well, a real stand-up comedian.
Oh, well, then maybe she wants to be typecasted.
She's good.
Maybe she wants to just do those kind of roles.
I like her.
She nails it, though.
FM says, and fine. She do got a little sexiness about her.
Yeah. Big bone sexy.
Big bone is sexy. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. But she wears it well, though. Speaking of which,
no doubt.
Speaking of which, Trading Places, official Eddie Murphy, Dan Aykroyd, Trading Places 2 is on the books. Now, I think this. I went to IMDb and they did have it on IMDb that is coming. That there is going to be this movie.
So they're just remaking all of Eddie's movies that he retired off of decades ago.
Easy money. Yeah, I mean they redid Coming to America. They can redo Trading Places.
Yep.
It was the Greeks. Trading Places was a great movie, man.
Yep, it was.
Yeah. So if they redo that, I'll be in theater day one when the movie drops.
That was one of the first movies where I saw some skin too. Saw Goldie Hawn's breast assistance.
Not Goldie Hawn.
No, it wasn't Goldie.
No, it was.
She didn't have much of a breast. I saw her nipples. She didn't have much of a breast. Whoever she was.
Jamie.
You're right.
Jamie. I can't call her last name.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
That's it.
Curtis. Yeah, she got naked. She got naked in Trading Places. Yeah,
she did. Boy, I mean,
now from what I remember,
I wore the tape out with that VC. I rewind that thing so many times.
You going back 30 years at least. Trading Places was at least 30 years ago. Probably.
Listen, that scene in Trading Places, and then the scene in Purple Rain where Apollonia jumps in Lake Minnetonka. I wore the VHS tapes out. Rewinded them.
Yeah. Apollonia did have a nice pair on her.
Woo-wee.
The great Apollonia. So Jamie Lee Curtis showed them tatas 40 years ago. Apollonia dead or alive? She's dead, ain't she?
No, she's alive.
I think Apollonia gone.
No, she's alive. She's alive.
She just passed away.
No.
Or is that another light-skinned chick Prince used to bone back in the day? I get them twisted up. Apollonia. It's several Minneapolis-based light-skinned women that used to be part of Prince's harem back in the day.
Let's see.
You looking it up? Vanity. Ooh, Vanity Pass. Vanity Pass.
Vanity. Yeah, it wasn't Apollonia.
Rest in peace to the great Vanity. I mean, but you can understand how I could confuse them, right?
Wait, she might not be gone either, though.
No, Vanity gone. Several people posted it in the chat.
Thank you, Black Diamond.
Yeah, several people posted that. I mean, but it is understandable for me to get two light-skinned chicks in Prince's harem that he used to bone on the regular, right? It's easy to get that confused.
Well, it's funny that Black.
No offense to the great Apollonia if you're still running around here alive.
It's funny that Black Diamond reminds us of who's still alive or gone, because I find her quite cute myself. Very pretty lady, Black Diamond.
Oh, absolutely, super fine. Vanity passed after Prince, shortly after Prince. Wow.
Oh, you know what? Guess what? Oh, I guess what's about to happen.
2 months after Prince died. I didn't remember that.
She couldn't live without him.
She couldn't live without him.
You know that's how it happens, right?
Sheila E. Come on, think about it now. Damn, Sheila E. Vanity, Apollonia, all of the fine red bones from back in 1985. Prince was hitting it. Bang, bang, bang.
Oh, you don't know that for sure.
Oh, come on. Come on. You think Prince wasn't banging all them chicks? You gotta be kidding me.
Hey, I gotta remind y'all, we all looking for title sponsors. And we're always looking for music. And one of the reasons why we're always looking for music is because we're about to drop that 2-minute trespass. one of my favorite parts of the show in 2025. It's like I get a little workout in during the show. We'll be in here. Very excited about what that next song will be. Looking forward to it.
See if it's one of my songs or if it's one of Tree's songs. I gave her like 30 selections. Hey, listen, don't forget.
Hey, right? you give them people that money I gave you? Let me find out you ain't give them people that money I sent you.
Yeah, absolutely. Watch what happened. So you donated. You're not going to be able to make it, but you donated to the fund for the HBCU Unity Winterfest Gala for South Carolina State University. You actually still can buy tickets, I believe. It got postponed a couple of weeks because of the weather we had around here. Go to scsuatlbulldogs.org, scsubulldogs.org, and support South Carolina State and all its fundraising and scholarship initiatives, all right? scsuatlbulldogs.org.
We're going to read some chat up next. But before we do that, let's enjoy this 2-minute trespass, and we'll be back in a few. Y'all keep it locked. Too proud. You know I'll be too proud. Shouts out to you, Luda.
Oh, Luda can go now.
It's your boys, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the Two Live Stews, and the Two Live Stews Experience. Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Tree, did I get a thumbs up for you on that? Okay. And you're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. Shouts out to my chapter, bro, Big Perm. I mean Big Worm. Check out his post that he threw up this morning. I need all my DJ Big Worm fans to tune into your local iHeart Radio affiliate, Kiss 103.1 in Columbia. He's based in Columbia. Beginning at 5 p.m. today, he's the celebrity DJ for the D.L. Hughley Show.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. That's dope. My chapter, bro. I think Big Worm is 2,000, something like that. So he's way after me. But good, bro. He actually was the DJ to the party at the party that I had a couple weeks ago.
You talking about the year he pledged or his weight? Which one? Wait a minute.
Damn it.
Wait, I apologize. He's a good brother, and I apologize. No, real quick.
You just
no,
he's a
good bro.
You just be doing too much.
He's a good bro, and I apologize.
You be doing too much.
I apologize.
Okay, it's not enough that the man already has big in his name. That's his name. He acknowledges he's a big husky guy. He's husky. Why would you say that?
He's husky and big-boned. Thick blood.
He might be husky, big-boned, and have thick blood. But why you need to...
He's a good bro, too. I apologize, Perm. Is it Perm or Worm?
It's Perm. I mean, it's Worm.
I apologize, Worm.
So anyway, Worm. Put it back up one more time, Tree. I have the actual time. It got cut off. But he's actually...
5 o'clock a little while ago.
Yeah, so 5 p.m. I wish I had the whole post that he posted. Damn it. But anyway, check it out today. I don't know, email the producers or whatever they do in the D.L. Hughley show. You know, anybody that listens is going to hear. They pipe the same. It's syndicated. Long story short.
When you're that size and you have a name like Big Perm, then you're in on the joke. So it's not like I said something to insinuate that he's a large human. I mean, he's large, and his name tells you that he's large. He's in on that. It's part of it.
Before we jump into this chat,
okay.
I'm sorry.
It's
Tree.
okay. You're fine.
Bring Nadi up for a second. I want to get Nadi's thoughts. The great Nadi Dread. We were talking before the show.
What up, King?
What up, players? How y'all doing?
We're doing great. It's crazy that Nadi is probably one of the most Atlanta people I know, but he's actually an Eagles fan.
It makes no sense.
Give us the history. Give us the history of your Eagle fandom.
You remember the Falcons got rid of Mike Vick, and then Mike Vick went to Philly. It's not hard.
It's as simple as that. So you followed him to Philadelphia today. They went to him a couple times.
Yeah, he's an OD hop.
Yeah, 1 or 2 catches. He's happy to be in the Super Bowl. He expressed that last night after the game, how happy he was to be, 12 years in and going to a Super Bowl.
Yeah. All right. So Nadi's on the record for the Eagles as well as
yes,
well
sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Knock Mahomes off, and then we're gonna move up to be the number 2 quarterback in the NFL after Pat Mahomes. It'll be Jalen Hurts.
I like it. All right, Nadi. Appreciate it, man.
Drugs.
All right, Tree. Tree, come back in and let's read some of this chat, man. Let's read a lot, as many as we can.
I've said this before because I don't have a segment. I'd like to bring my list. So, real quick.
Okay.
To Arlie, I grab boobs. I'm not a white girl. I do grab boobs, especially if they're like sitting up.
Did you grow up around white kids?
I did.
That's where it comes from.
I do. So I'm very comfortable with my sexuality. I'm not a lesbian. I grab boobs. And I probably have hit Arlie on the butt before, but I've never grabbed her boobs. But I might have pictures of me grabbing boobs.
So
okay, next.
So white people humor. I get it. I understand.
So next thing.
And I think it's a little different for women to grab a woman's boob versus a man grabbing a man's penis.
For my next thing on my list.
You remember back in middle school? You're a couple years younger than me. You remember back in middle school, white boys used to slap each other's nuts?
Yes.
And just start laughing.
Yeah, like it was funny.
No.
One of them is in pain, crying, and the other one's laughing hysterically.
Yeah. Nuts are very sensitive, and I don't even know if we should be using that term.
Well, they are.
Testicles are acceptable. They're very sensitive. You just don't play like that. All right, I'm sorry, Tree. Go ahead.
I like to. Okay, movies. Douglas, go in the morning. If I don't know if they've made y'all go back to work, but go in the morning at 9 o'clock up until 3 o'clock. It's about $9 to get into the movies. So that's what I do. You can go over there to the Madison Yards or that Atlantic Station. It's $9. Your popcorn's discounted.
What's considered a matinee?
Up until 3 o'clock.
Up until 3. So it's the same price, 9 before 3?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So that's one. And then the last thing I have on my list, I wanted to, Doug, I know you like to be stroked. And I just wanted to say that I looked on the Facebook group, not the group,
take that the wrong way, Tree.
Not the group, but the other page that you started in April. Negro, you got 18,000 followers over there. You be working that shit. And I just wanted to
what are you talking about now?
The Facebook professional page that you started in
April. Yes.
There are 18,000 followers there.
And I'm going to tell you the majority. I've had 2 more videos go viral in the past 2 weeks. Over 1 million views.
That's a real whore.
So that's making us money and bringing people into the platform.
Yeah, so I just wanted to say congratulations on that.
I'm always working for the stews.
All right.
For the stews.
Well, he does.
Thank you.
That's not a lie. From belt to ass. Nobody cares about this Super Bowl. Both teams are boring AF.
That's not true. That's
true. Just look at his profile picture. He's a Vikings fan. He's a Vikings fan.
I see.
So that's just hate, Nick.
It's null and void.
So, yeah.
Okay. My apologies, Truck D. You were supposed to be first. He says he's just curious why there's a rule that you, meaning Tree, can't make sure they understand the assignment. And in this case, because Doug doesn't know what Ryan writes. Ryan doesn't know what Doug writes.
Right.
So if I were to go in and be like, yo,
that's not it. You didn't answer the question, Ryan.
Hold on. Yeah. Let me explain. Somebody asked this question earlier. Let's explain the process of the top 5. We come up. I got cut off and didn't finish. We come up with a suggestion, a top 5 topic. Ryan we post it in our little text thread.
The 3 of us.
The evidence of what exactly the topic is. We individually text our answers to Tree. Tree does not disclose our individual answers to the other. We don't know what the other person listed as their top 5 until the actual live airing of the show when we talk about the top 5.
And once it is agreed upon, I can no longer outside of the thing. I can't have any more conversations about it.
Unless you switch things up with Doug. Unless you switch things up for Doug like you did for the MLK thing.
We will have the video to support during the top 5 segment on Thursday, and we will clear that up as well.
Shouts out to Derek Rivers, Eric David, and Truck D for the super chat today. Thank you, fellas. Thank you very much.
All right, very good. I'm going to go back to the top. Like it on top. All right. Hey, Tony Turner. Tennessee's in the building. That's a new person.
What
Thanks
up, Tony Turner?
Appreciate
Pass
you,
the word. The stews are back. 2 Live Stews,
Please.
YouTube.com. 2 Live Stews, YouTube.com.
Met 2 people this weekend that didn't realize the stews were back. 2 people that loved the show had no idea we were back.
From Julius 35C, Saquon might be the greatest acquisition in the NFL. The Giants got to be kicking themselves.
And wasn't they basically were picking between him and the quarterback, Daniels?
No, the quarterback already had his deal.
The quarterback already had his deal.
Yep.
Yeah, but he had his deal at the detriment of having money to sign Saquon. Is that right? They chose him?
I
don't remember the exact circumstances.
They had the money to pay Saquon, sir. They just didn't
let him
want to
walk.
pay the back. Yes. They just didn't want to pay the back. They kept saying nobody's going to pay him the money he wants. Nobody's going to pay him the money he wants.
This man has busted off like so many plus 60-yard runs this year.
I think he's got 7 or 8, which is like the most in league history in one season.
Oh, when he turned that corner, it's a wrap too. Go ahead, Tree.
And he got breakaway speed.
From Triple E, Triple J 99, Buster Award definitely goes to the Dallas Cowboys for hiring a puppet head coach who Jerry Jones gonna run all over.
We didn't get into this, man. Brian Schottenheimer is the new head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. He was the offensive coordinator. The whole Dion thing, I guess everybody's saying that Jerry was never going to hire a black man was probably the case because there's no reason to give Schottenheimer the job when he really hadn't done.
I disagree.
How do you disagree?
No, he's not one of the up and coming.
Hey, Tree, I'm sorry. Tree, I don't know if you know it, but that applause is going on still.
Is it?
Yeah, it's very faint.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Thank you.
So real quick on this. The Dallas Cowboys have paid Dak Prescott $60 million a year. He is the focal point of the Dallas Cowboys.
True.
So everything that they do moving forward, if they're going to have success, should be to support Dak Prescott. I mean, they can't pay nobody else.
Okay.
So Schottenheimer being hired as the head coach, he was offensive coordinator when Dak had that monstrous year that got him to $60 million a year.
Yeah. Makes sense.
If Ben Johnson is gone and Aaron Glenn is gone, the 2 hot coordinators are off the market. If you don't want to hire a retread like we did in the Raiders with Pete Carroll, if you don't want to hire a retread, you have to hire someone who hadn't done it yet. You got familiarity with this guy. He knows your guy that you pay $60 million. It makes total sense. Oh, yeah, last thing. And he comes from a football family. The Schottenheimers, that's a family business.
They never won anything. His daddy never won shit.
He's been around sports his entire life.
He's been around the sport and in the game all his life. That's true.
I'm not saying he's a great hire.
Don't act like his daddy was freaking Andy Reid or something.
His daddy's a lifer, which means he's been in locker rooms and in meeting rooms and talking to cap guys every day. His summer camp was at the facility.
Let's go, Tree.
From Till Dog 12, Arlie's chat room husband. For once, I'm in complete agreement with Douglas. When the big game, when it counts. No excuses.
Talking about Josh Allen. They are just like Lamar.
From Carrie Portis, my Buster Award goes to Dalton Kincaid. He should have caught that ball.
No question. It wasn't an easy catch, and he was laid out trying to catch it, but it hit his arms.
You talking about the last hoorah throw from Josh Allen?
Yes.
That was like a Hail Mary, though, man. No, y'all really think that he had some real skill? He was trying to throw that ball to the dude?
Yes, he hit the dude in the hands. He put
the guy just happened to be there.
He put the ball where only he could get to it, Doug. It was a 4th down, last play of the game.
Okay.
He put the ball where only his guy could get it. His guy dropped it.
Go ahead, Tree.
It's a new studio. I haven't seen this person. Pat and Russ are a dual threat. Stop it, Doug. Move on.
Thank you, Anthony Henderson. Okay. And welcome to the show, big dog.
Welcome.
Thank you.
From Loose Neck, back to the Kirk Franklin. I was in a gospel band for a brief time with Kirk Franklin called God's Property back in the day. He was real funny with the money. God's Property is who released that Stomp song. That's when they had Stomp and Salt and Pepper was in there. And
IPP.
Come on, Till Dog. Or Loose Dog.
We got celebrities in the chat, huh?
Damn.
Watching the show.
Can you book Kirk Franklin on the show for us, Loose Neck?
I'd love to get Kirk Franklin on the show.
That'd be awesome.
We'd have to do a special show for him.
I know we already heard from Arlie's chat husband, but Lizzo, like Monique, realized she was miserable with all that weight. People lie for clout all the time. I agree with you, Ryan. She could change her mind. Why people gotta hold you to that shit? I don't want to be fat anymore.
It's not that. I
just want to be healthier. That's all. And Doug and I both have said we think she's cute, so we're not trying to dog her or anything. I mean, she want to be a little healthier. She drop a couple pounds.
That's not what the argument was about, though. The debate was about. The debate was about her being a hypocrite. She 100% fits the definition of being a hypocrite.
Oh my gosh, she changed her mind.
Right.
Oh my God.
Right.
She's big. She wanted to lose weight to get healthier. She changed her mind. And she was
hypocrite,
selling a story before. Because she was a big girl, she was selling that story. And then she realized, you know what? I need to get healthy.
She was selling that story. Two things can be true at once. She could want to be healthy and she could be a hypocrite. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, what y'all say. From Julius 35C, losing weight is very important. Carrying all that yellow stuff is not good for your body.
And now because she's decided to lose, and she's lost a tremendous amount of weight.
Ozempic.
It's like y'all are saying. It's like y'all are teasing her.
I
Nobody's
think
saying that.
I think people are. Are y'all harsh on her though? Because you just said the O word, Ozempic, yes. And I think that people shun that. Y'all do what you want. I'm afraid to use that stuff because it's something.
Well, my thing with that stuff, Tree, is how long was the trial period for that stuff?
The same ninjas that don't want to take a COVID shot, they running out their house trying to get this Ozempic thing.
A lot of people taking that.
I know people that took it and they have bad side effects from
I'm not taking a COVID shot. You got some Ozempic? I'll take some Ozempic. And I'm not mad on them, but be equal. Like, you came up with every reason in the world not to take a COVID shot because how long the trial period was. But now I promise you're going out to get that Ozempic if you can get it to lose a couple of pounds.
Thank you, Real Scott.
From Sydney Action Jackson. I can't never say it. From Sydney Action Jackson. I thought Dwight came out the closet when that 69 Transformer was trying to sue. I think he's bi. I don't know that he's come out of the closet.
Well, he's definitely bi.
He might be bi. Allegedly.
Yeah, because he got but 12 kids. So he do like women to a degree.
Right.
To a degree.
To the bat pole. Pause. Doug said it's unnecessary to do that.
Yeah, for a lot of reasons now that I read it like that.
Ryan running around. I mean, Robin, not Ryan. Robin running around with tights on, hanging with an older dude and no women. They were solving more than.
Son of a bitch. I never thought about it like that.
Don't do that, guys.
But think about it.
His whole childhood.
He had Batman had a sidekick.
They weren't related at all, man. That's not like his nephew.
He had a sidekick, man. It's okay. All superheroes have a sidekick, man. I mean, Fred Flintstone and Barney. Fred and Barney.
Well, they were married. Fred and Barney were married.
Yeah, we had a clear indication that they had other people. Now, Catwoman and Batman might have been.
Oh, they was definitely
flipping and dipping.
You do know that years later it came out that Bert and Ernie were doing some inappropriate things.
I knew that as a kid.
You thought they were.
I thought they were funny with the money back as kids when I was a kid.
Puppets.
Yes, there were some freaky puppets.
Okay.
And actually, I think the technical term for those guys were Muppets, not puppets.
Same thing.
It's a big difference.
From Richard Bullock, he said he's not voting. He's not voting.
Thank you, Richard. Richard, thank you for standing up with me. Thank you, Richard.
He's not
I
standing
mean, everybody.
up for you.
Listen, people blowing my chat up.
Hey,
Talking about how crazy
Richard,
it is.
if you have an opportunity to vote, you need to vote.
Wow.
Vote your conscience. Vote your
Thank you,
heart.
Richard.
And
Vote
don't
for
say
truth.
Thank you, Richard.
Okay. From Sid, the top 5 is like voting for Kamala versus
Thank you. Thank you, Sydney Action Jackson. Thank you.
So who are you, Ryan?
Now what happens is
who's
he dilutes.
Trump and who's Kamala?
He dilutes the water. I'm Kamala.
No,
You Trump.
You're 47. You're 47.
You're Trump. You're Trump.
You even have a
Go
white
ahead, Tree.
beard.
Go
From
ahead,
Truck
Tree.
D, he said both lists suck.
Whatever.
They work.
Norbit.
No.
Norbit is not a great all-time
Norbit-
hood classic. Are you
Norbit is
nuts?
a great movie.
Are you
And-
doing?
And
No.
Truck D is a super chatter, so y'all be
Norbit,
careful with your words.
Bring your ass down here, Norbit. You better bring your ass down here, Norbit.
When I saw the list, both of them. Well, when I saw, yeah, they were mid to me. But when I saw Boys in the Hood on there, I was like, what?
Whatever.
What?
Y'all crazy. Y'all sleeping on Norbit.
You can
T-Nice
flip Doug's
wants-
MLK list, but not
So
Ryan's list.
My number one on my list of top 5 hood comedies is Norbit. Ryan's is Boys in the Hood.
Don't listen. The chat husband, he wanted to submit his own list. Those are his.
Oh my God.
Y'all missed some.
It's 9:03.
Okay.
Let's hurry up. Let's hurry up.
All right. Okay. From Courtney Williams, I hate to have to vote for Doug's list on a technicality. That list kind of sucks too.
It does suck.
They're not, all of them are kind of weird.
I still want y'all to vote for me. I mean, we can really show solidarity in numbers here if you guys vote for me.
You really do sound like Trump right now, man. You gaslighting. You are gaslighting Mickey.
No.
You do.
What's right is right, man.
What's right is right.
Everybody can see y'all are conspiring against me. Everyone can see it.
From Lavrell Hawkins, Chevelle every time, talking about those cars.
Trying to act like y'all in 2 different places, but y'all stop it.
Trust me, the way I needed a shower this morning, instead of taking a bath in a pot in my bathroom, if I was over there, no.
You need some
Keep your cleaning practices to yourself, Tree. We don't want to hear about how nasty you are.
Turn this water on over here. Goddamn. Okay, from RC, no dolomite. No dolomite. I agree. There's no dolomite on the list, and he said that's disappointing. But is that a comedy? Are those comedies?
Right. Dolomite he was being funny, but it wasn't a comedy.
I really need y'all's votes.
From Rail Scott.
Thank
Y'all
you,
pray
Rail.
for your boy. I have to deal with these annoying Eagle fans for the next 2 weeks. His wife is hardcore. Tisa. She's a hardcore Eagles fan.
Yeah, Rail lives in Philly.
He
born and
lives in
raised
a
Philly.
home.
Where's he from? Where's Rail
He's
from?
Philly. He's
from Philly?
Yeah, Rail Scott.
Why is he
Born
hate
and
the
raised.
Eagles then?
He's a Falcon fan. That's how he picked up our show 20 years ago.
I'll be
Because
damned.
he was a Falcon fan, and somebody told him about these dudes in Atlanta. He started listening. Been our folk ever since.
From Ron with an H. Lee. Man, I think y'all be taking the top 5 list real serious. I think y'all should fight it out.
Nah, I'm not gonna fight. I'm not gonna fight him.
Don't fight no more. Body's too bad. I don't throw no more blows.
Black Diamond says she goes to matinees. The last movie she saw was Gladiator 2 at Phipps Plaza, and it was cheap. Same.
I saw Gladiator 2. It was okay.
Well, it's already on Paramount. It's already at the house. It's already. I can stream it already.
Hold on,
Didn't it just come out?
We got 2 more. Oh, 1 more now. Hollywood, I never understood the Jeezy popularity. What? The Snowman?
Yeah, Trapper Dog.
Oh, Jeezy can go.
Yeah, he's a street favorite in this city.
Yeah, Jeezy can go, man. F the Eagles, Chiefs Kingdom. Look at that. Okay, Chiefs Kingdom. John Mickens, Dolomite was comedy and low-key porn.
Shouts out to Derek Rivers.
It was soft porn.
Shouts out to Derek Rivers, Eric David, Truck D, Rail Scott. Thank y'all so very much, man. Them couple of dollars go further than you could ever imagine. Ryan only needs 11,680 votes.
Hey, man, I need you. Here's the big takeaway from today's show in this top 5 controversy, man.
Shouts out to everybody in the chat room, man. We appreciate y'all. Y'all are the reason for the season. Thank y'all very much.
I just don't think that you're sending a good message when you don't take responsibility for your own actions. You did this. You made the error. Would you want Miles and Mason, my nephews, to not take responsibility when they don't get it right? They'll have plenty of opportunities to get it right, but when they get it wrong, they need to take responsibility, and you're not preaching a good message here.
Shouts out to the Dread, A+ Dread. Thank you very much.
The man got Boys in the Hood. There was nothing comical about Boys in the Hood. Zero.
Ollie Michelle, thank you very much for all that you've done. Tree, thank you very much for all that you've done. Really appreciate it.
Sadate.
Outside of not,
Sadate.
You think the producer would produce the show, and I sent a list. I don't think it's out of bounds for the producer to be like, "Nah, dude, you gotta
ignore him.
You have a
Tree, ignore him. Tree, ignore him,
and come upstairs. Say the rest of it. Ignore him and come upstairs. Go ahead, Doug. Say the rest of it.
First of all, I don't even have stairs. You know that. You've been over here.
Bunch of freaks.
So
God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. If you don't know him, you need to find him and show him love. That's all he's showing you, nothing but love. Do not forget that this Wednesday at 7 o'clock, the No Show goes down. Do not forget that this Wednesday at 9 o'clock, In the Huddle with Joe Ham goes down. We may find time for a pop-up. So many things going on in these streets.
And don't forget today, check out the DL Hughley Show and vote or send a inbox to DL about how great DJ Big Big Worm did.
Looking for title sponsors. Don't forget that. And also, man, putting together a trip. When are we going to tell everybody what's going on, Doug?
We plan to talk about the Two Live Stews' first bucket list sports trip this coming Tuesday, next week, Tuesday.
It's a good one, too.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's a real good one. Y'all join us. All right, man. Thank y'all very much for your participation this morning. Y'all continue to pass the word for the Stews. We are back, and we really appreciate it. Folks do not know, so please pass the word, and we will see y'all soon.
Peace.